What is cloud computing? How does cloud computing work? What is the history of cloud computing? What cloud computing services are available? How important is the cloud? Cloud computing benefits, advantages of cloud computing, disadvantages of cloud computing, examples of cloud computing, why is it called cloud computing? What is cloud computing? Adoption due to IT spending plans. How would you fabricate a business case for cloud computing? Now, we discuss here what is cloud computing. Cloud computing is a model for enabling convenient on-demand network access to a shared pool of configurable computing resources that can be rapidly provisioned and released with minimal management effort or service provider interaction. The cloud is a set of different types of hardware and software that work collectively to deliver many aspects of computing to the end user as an online services. Here, how does cloud computing work? We discuss about it. Cloud storage, users can also edit documents simultaneously with other users as well, making it easier to work away from the office. An internet service connection, cloud storage works by enabling users access and to download data on any chosen device such as a laptop, tablet or smartphone. Now we discuss what is the history of cloud computing. The computer scientist John McCarthy come up with the concept of time sharing and enabling organization to simultaneously use an expensive mainframe. This computing is described as a significant contribution to the development of the internet and a pioneer of cloud computing. Now, here we have mentioned the history of cloud computing year-wise. Now, in 1950s, here we have mainframes infrastructure where we have start of automation phase and localized infrastructure was available. In the 1960s, it shows the rise in demand of personal desktops, decentralized computing and birth of IT service industries. In the 90s, here we have the client server architecture and its related technologies. In 2000, here we have the hosted environment based on the virtualizations, and at the end in 2010, cloud computing, here is emergence of as a service, network as a service is sometimes listed as a separate cloud provider along with infrastructure as a service, that is known as IaaS, platform as a service, that is known as PaaS, that is the PaaS, and software as a service, that is SaaS, that is SaaS. This factors out networking firewalls, related security, etc. from IaaS as is shown in the figure below. Now, here we discuss about cloud computing services which are available. Some businesses choose to implement software as a service where the business subscribes to an application it access over the internet. There is also platform as a service where a business can create its own custom applications for use by all in the company. And don't forget the mighty infrastructure as a service where players like Amazon, Microsoft, Google, Rackspace provide a backbone that can be rented out by other companies. Now, the next one, how important is the cloud? Cloud computing not only changes how so many businesses store and access data, but it is also changing how many of these businesses operate, Cloud computing is so important because it offers flexibility of data, recovery, little to no maintenance, easy to access and a higher level of security. Now, the next one we discuss here, benefits of cloud computing. The first one, flexibility. The cloud offers businesses more flexibility overall versus hosting on a local server. And if you need extra bandwidth, a cloud based service can meet the demand instantly rather than undergoing to a complex and update to your IT infrastructure. This improved freedom and flexibility can make a significant difference to the overall efficiency of your organization. Next one, collaboration. If your business has 2 employees or more, then you should be making a collaboration a top priority. After all, there is not much point to having a team. If it is unable to work like a team, cloud computing makes collaboration a simple process. The next one is software update. Cloud computing applications get themselves updated automatically instead of forcing an IT department to track when updates are needed and perform them manually. This saves valuable time and money. The service provider typically keeps updating the offerings on a regular basis to give users the most up-to-date technology. The next one, mobility. Cloud computing allows mobile access to corporate data via smartphones and devices, which is a great way to ensure that no one is ever left out of the loop. Staff with busy schedules or who live a long way away from the corporate office can use this feature to keep instantly up to date with clients and co-workers. Now we discuss about data loss prevention. Crisis cannot be foretold and one of the worst ones that can befall an organization is the loss of assets. If an organization is not leveraging the cloud platform, it's subjecting its data to undue risk. The cloud allows the data to be automatically backed in its encrypted silos, which can avoid data loss. Now, data security. One of the major concerns of every business, regardless of size, industry, is the security of its data. Data breaches and other cyber crimes can devastate a company's revenue, customer loyalty, and brand positioning. Cloud offers many advanced security features that guarantee that data is securely stored and handled. Now, the next one is the productivity. Due to cloud's transparency, now companies will be able to increase their productivity and have a greater insight into the processing of a task. And it is represented here. Another one is low cost. By using cloud infrastructure, you don't have to spend huge amounts of money on purchasing and maintaining the equipment. This drastically reduces capex cost. We don't have to invest in hardware facilities, utilities, or building out a large data center to grow your business. Here some examples of cloud computing like Amazon EC2, Virtual IT, Google App Engine, application hosting, Google Apps and Microsoft Office Online, SaaS, Apple iCloud that represent as network storage, DigitalOcean that represent servers. Now we discuss why is it called cloud computing. The phrase originates from the cloud symbol used by flowcharts and diagrams to symbolize the internet. The diagram to the left underscores the idea that any web connected computer has access to a pool of computing power applications and files. Now the next one is, what is cloud computing adoption doing to IT spending plans? Adopting cloud is a massive enabler of the necessary standardization and automation. With cloud, companies can reduce IT overhead cost by 30 to 40%. By enabling enterprise to better manage their infrastructure, companies can not only save on cost but also shorten times to market and improve service levels. Now we discuss how would you fabricate a business case for cloud computing. Moving workloads into the needs a solid business case, one that takes into account all the likely costs and benefits before a company can decide whether it's the correct move. The business case should calculate the cost of migrating to the cloud, which include the cost of moving system over as well as the cost of running services in the cloud after migration, and then compare them to the cost of keeping system in house.